Hi everyone, it's me, Aldo Casabona, and this is ActorCast, episode 7. Episode 7, lucky number, I think. And today I'm joined by Jenny Guðmundsdóttir, right? Is that how you spell your name, your last name?
Okay.
I tried to listen when you were doing yourself.
Oh yeah, well, in Icelandic it's Guðmundsdóttir, but you can say Guðmundsdóttir really quickly.
Guðmundsdóttir.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well done. Well
Okay.
done.
Hi everyone. I'm not gonna erase that because it's done and it was funny. I guess
That was funny. Yeah.
Okay.
I loved it.
This is Jenny Guðmundsdóttir. This is Jenny Guðmundsdóttir. Guðmundsdóttir.
Beautiful.
Okay, I need to do it fast.
Say it quickly enough,
Yeah,
and it
okay.
sounds like you're saying something real.
Okay, this is Jenny Guðmundsdóttir.
Yeah.
And she's another AMDA student that we've had here. I mean, she graduated already. She's on her OPT. She's from Iceland. But enough of me explaining her life. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Beautiful. Hi guys. I'm Jenny Guðmundsdóttir, or Guðmundsdóttir, however you want to try and pronounce it. I'm 22, born and raised in Iceland, moved to the States 3 years ago for college. I attended AMDA. We met in New York.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think you're the first person I've had here that I've actually met in New York rather than just in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we both did. Did you do the full conservatory? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But three semesters in New York, and then I did my last semester here.
Okay, because you did AOS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the full conservatory, and then I came here for my BFA.
Right.
And I finished the BFA in 3 years, which was nice.
The entire thing, since the conservatory.
Yes, because I did the conservatory for the 2 years, and then I came here, and I finished here in a year because I was able to jump semesters. Right. I had credits from home, so that was nice. But
go to school.
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
Please
that's
do.
It.
It's a great idea. Adulting is hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'm just out of college now and trying to adjust to adult life. I really don't know how to do it.
Oof, it's tough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Adult life, like I still don't feel 21. I definitely don't feel like I've mastered this 18 plus lifestyle yet.
It's tough.
I miss my parents.
Me too. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, it would be really nice to just live with my mom.
Yeah.
But I also love living by myself. I love
true.
being on my own,
You're like half of the day in sporadic moments you want to live alone, and then the other half of the day you're like missing home, missing everything. And I don't know if in Iceland it's the same way, but like back home, when you didn't move for college, you just stayed with your parents and you just went to college.
Yeah, like if I were to go to school in Iceland, I mean it depends. Like if you're from like the countryside and you decide to do college in the city, then like you can live in dorms. But I would never honestly get priority to live in dorms because like my mother
but there are
lives
dorms.
Yeah, there are dorms.
Okay.
Like there's specific student housing all over the city that you can apply for, and like it's need based mainly.
Okay.
But me personally, I would just live with my mom.
Yeah,
like I would live at home for free.
Yeah.
I would not be paying rent.
Right. It's weird because back home, universities like almost all of them are in like the big city, like the capital. Well, there's also some, but usually people when they go to college and university, they go to the big city, Santiago. But they don't have dorms like at all. So if someone were to move from the countryside type, other than the city, the main capital, they're screwed. Like they have to find
an apartment.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That must be hard.
Which is why there's no like a much of a culture of like in here of moving.
Yeah, no, that's honestly, I also think that's a very American thing in general. Like I have a cousin who's from Ireland, and like when he heard of the concept, like you move to college, you live on campus, and you room with strangers, he was like, why would you move in with strangers? Like, are you just expected to to just know how they live and like know their little nuances. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do this, but I was always kind of intrigued by the concept of like living in a dorm, like living on campus, like the American university experience.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I was intrigued by it.
That happened to me when I watched Toy Story 3 when I was a kid, and Andy would and Andy would go out, and I go to college, and I would be like, Mom, when I go to college, do I need to move out? And they were like, no. She was like, no. But it actually happened.
But he did, yeah, exactly.
Which was kind of like sad, kind of.
It's sad.
It is.
But it's great.
Yeah. I am. Should I say this?
It's your podcast, man.
Yeah, it's true. But I am moving back home.
Okay.
By the end of the year, while my OPT ends.
Okay. How do we feel about that?
I'm half and half.
Half and half, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's so real though.
Because I didn't. You gave me the lawyer name, and then I started like thinking like, is it worth it to, if I don't have so many credits, if I miss home, if I like to pay all the amount of money, if I'm not like for the lawyer and all this stuff, if I'm not like 100% certain that I wanna be here, and I wanna be here, will get it. Either like that's one thing, and then there's another thing that I started. Like I have a college degree frozen back home. Like I haven't started it for business, and I feel like this is the last year I kind of like continue freezing it. So I have to either do it next year, start it next year, or just like lose the ability to keep it frozen. That's not good. Yeah. So I do want to like do it. And get that degree, because if not, I would have to do like the standardized testing again, and I don't remember anything of the maths that I learned. Math. and whatever language writing.
That's so understandable, because also like I had to I couldn't transfer my math credits from Iceland, so I had to take like a proficiency test, so I wouldn't have to take a math course at AMDA. Yeah.
A math course? They don't even have math teachers at AMDA. Do they?
Well, they do, but it's only for the bachelors. But no, they refused to take my math course from Iceland because it was so old. You know, I hadn't touched math in 5 years, and mind you, I learned math in Icelandic. Yeah. So when I was like, you need me to take algebra? Are you serious? Oh. And I had to like take a proficiency exam. And it was, without a doubt, one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I'm just like, when it comes to math, I'm like, I've checked out. Yeah, I'm so done with it. I don't want to touch it ever again. Oof. Unless it's a paycheck.
Right. Mm-hmm. Definitely. And that's the thing, like, not to brag, but kind of bragging, that I did really well in that standardized test, so I got in a really good university from back home. But I'm so scared in like going back and not knowing, like going to college and being so like retarded compared to my classmates. Like I don't know anything. I don't remember anything. I did so well in the test, but who am I? Like what am I doing here?
I think you'll be okay.
Hopefully. I just don't remember anything. So I spent 3 years here learning pas de bourrées. What's
not the pas de bourrées?
Pas de bourrées. What's another acting / dance / singing term? My resonance. Where is it? I don't even know what that is.
You're speaking to an actor. I really clocked out a dance too.
Yeah.
Pas de bourrées.
My resonance in my voice.
Yes.
Getting
math, in your body.
Right, and numbers are not there anymore.
They'll come back. Yeah. Like it did for me too. Like it just took a minute.
Okay.
And I was
it did for you?
Yeah, I mean like it's different like for you going back to like also your first language, doing it back like in your first language. For me it was doing it in English. And like math is always math. But there's different words.
Right.
And that's something that I
like didn't
trigonometry
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't remember.
I don't remember even what it is in Icelandic. I'm like, radical equations?
Yeah.
What is that? Do you know? No, I don't either. I still passed, so yay.
Radical equations.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about math.
Yeah, you're not here for math.
No, we're not here for math. But no, I think you'll be okay. What matters is that like you're doing it for yourself.
Right.
If you want to hold on to it,
there's many reasons that I gotta do it, but also like I feel like it's like does it happen to you? Like you lived in New York, you lived in Iceland. Half of your heart, or like a third of your heart, is like everywhere you live in.
Yeah, my full heart is never in the same place,
Yeah.
and it's like I keep getting these like TikTok sounds that are like being long distance daughters. You're always missing something. You're always missing someone, but you would have missed a whole lot more if you had stayed. So like, it's hard. Like a big part of my heart is in Iceland. Like that's where my whole family is. Everybody's there. And it's hard to like watch all my siblings keep bonding, you know, and my mom and my dad, like my grandparents, everybody's getting older, and I'm just like, and I'm just alone, you know, and it's terrifying. And I like even in New York, I had family in Connecticut, so like I had a support system there. Coming here, I was never gonna stay. I was like, I'm coming to LA just for the degree, and then I'm going back to New York, and then I created my own little community here. Like I met people both at AMDA and outside of AMDA. And I was like, my heart belongs here now. But there's also like, there is a third of my heart that lives in New York, and there's a third of my heart that lives in Iceland. And it's three different versions of me.
That's the thing.
And it's so hard to say goodbye to it. Like how much I cried when I left New York.
Oh, really?
But also how much I cried when I left Iceland.
Right.
And how much I cried when I got here. Like,
and
the
how
amount of times I've cried, guys, in the past 3 years. Crazy. But it's something that, like, I honestly wouldn't have changed it for the world. It's an experience that you're going to take with you, no matter, like, where you end up. And, like, it's pretty cool to be able to say you lived in New York and LA. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But it is a weird thing. Like, I personally couldn't imagine myself going back home right now. I mean, like, also, like, I have some time left on my OPT, so I'm like, I'm not ready. Yeah. But I'm also like, I really want my O1 because I'm just like, I feel that like Iceland's always going to be home. It's always going to be there. I can always go home when I want to. And right now I want to be here. Yeah. You know? But still, like, going home, like, I was home this summer and it was so great. Like, people saw it on my Instagram story. I got messages saying, oh, you missed home. And I was like, I did. But it was also like August came around and I was like, all right, deuces, I'm out of here. Bye. You know, because
you didn't like cry?
I did, for sure.
When you went back like for summer?
Oh, I cried. No, not like, for LA. Because
twice from Iceland? Like when you left Iceland? When I left Iceland to come back. In summer? Like when
for the OPT. Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing, because like for me, I think the last time I was back home in Chile, it was January, February, like New Year. And I sobbed in the airplane in such a way that I never sobbed before. Only once.
Because it's weird. Did you do a one-way ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Because like it's so weird. Like every single time I've gone, like it's always emotional leaving. Like my hardest goodbye. Like I've gotten good at like with my brothers. I'm just like, see ya. You know, like I'll see you when I see you. Like, I speak to everybody every day. You know, like I call my mom. Like I see their faces on FaceTime. It's just like a hey. You know, my hardest goodbye is my great grandma.
Oh really?
Because like she's 92.
Oh.
We know there's not a lot of time left, you know, and she doesn't hear well or see well, so like FaceTime isn't really a thing that we can do. So like I make it a priority of mine, like when I go home, is spend time with her, just the two of us. Oh, and it's something that she really enjoys and she loves, and like we sit and we just talk. She makes me coffee. It's horrible coffee, but it's the best time because I just sit with her and like. Especially this time around, like coming back, it was really hard to say goodbye to her because I'm just like, I'm realizing how old she's getting, you know. But every time I've gone home in the past 3 years, like with college, it's always been like a round trip. Like I'm coming home for Christmas, you know. So leaving in October, I'll be back in a couple of months, guys, and then leaving in January, I'll be back in 6 months, guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming home for the summer. And then this time around, as my mom was driving me to the airport, we were sitting in the car and it was like early morning. We're both tired.
Yeah.
And the silence was so loud. And we just like didn't say it until she just goes, I don't know how I feel about this one. And I was like, I know.
That's so...
Me neither. Because I'm like, I don't have a return flight booked. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going home for the holidays. I'm just like...
Yeah, I still haven't booked mine for December. So I get what you mean.
You get it.
Yeah.
But it's something that I'm like, it was a different goodbye this time around. Because it's not it's always a see you later. It's never a goodbye in my head. But it wasn't like it's a countdown to the next one, you know? Yeah. Now I truly don't know when I'm going to see them again. Yeah. And that's what's so weird.
And also there's the OPT part that it's like it's not like, okay, when college ends, you'll be back. Like that idea, that like theory in their heads. Like it's going to be like, they probably thought like, maybe I'll never see her again. I don't know. Honestly, maybe she'll stay there and never want to come back or something.
That's something that I'm like... My friends, I have a lot of great friends in Iceland. Like they are my heart and soul. I love them so much, and they made me feel so great this summer. Like I truly was like, you guys are my family. And as I was leaving at the end of the summer, because I am a tour guide, I've been for the past 3 years in Iceland. Like just doing food tours, and it's a blast. It's so much fun. I'm just walking, talking, and eating. And then, like, I did my last one, and I was like, guys, no longer tour guide. And one of my friends was like, what about next summer? And I was like,
who knows?
I'm not coming home next summer. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, babe, I graduated. And she was like, but, wait, are you just moving now? And I was like, that's the plan, at least for a year. And, like, a lot of people still think that I'm planning on, like, just coming home next August. And I'm like... Yeah. That's my worst case scenario. I mean, and it's not bad. Like, if I go home, I go home. You know, if I don't get the O1, then I'll just go home and I'll figure it out from there. I can apply later. But as of right now, I'm like, I'm kind of trying to, like, live there. And, like, my mom realized it way before me that I don't really have a plan to come home right now. And that's what I love about my mom. Mama, I love you. She has always been my biggest supporter in all of this, and like she said it, like I wouldn't have chosen that you went into the out of work actor business, and I'm like, girl, me neither. But I love it.
And also in another country.
In a different country, in the United States of all places. It's terrifying for her. But she said to me like a few days before I left this summer, because she noticed like there is this like sense of, there's a little like guilt that I get from other people, and it's specifically like coming from a small nation, coming from a small country. There is a certain mindset that you don't realize you have until you leave. And Iceland is the greatest place in the world. It's the only place you should ever be, you know? And I understand, like, it's a great place. It's home. It's my home. But right now, I'm like, I want other things. I want to be here. I want to be by myself. I want to figure life out. I'm in my early 20s. I have no money. And I'm just living, you know, I'm trying to just like figure out what life is all about. And there's like distant relatives that like have this like sense of like guilt of like, so when are you moving back? Or you want to live somewhere else? And I'm just like, yeah, I do. And I've talked about it with my mom, how it's like hard to listen to it often, because I'm like, I feel like they're trying to guilt trip me into staying, and I'm like, it's not going to work. So specifically hearing from my mom, I don't want you to ever feel like you have to come home for anyone but yourself. You know, she was like, I don't need you to come home for me. I'm always going to be here. I will come visit. We have FaceTime. I don't want you to come home because you think I need you here. You know, so I have this like full support from both my parents of, you stay over there until you want to come back. And if you ever need to come back, like they'll help me come back. Yeah. But yeah, it's a strange feeling. I don't even remember how we got to this point of the conversation. But
yeah, I don't know.
We were talking about the flying and saying goodbye to home.
The one-way trip.
Exactly. Specifically also this time around, I made the mistake of listening to View Between Villages by Noah Kahan. Have you listened to that song? It's like, okay, you're going to listen to that when we're done here. Okay. It's such an emotional song. It's about,
a song.
Like, yes, it's a song.
So you said a sign.
No. It's a song, and it's about, like, he's singing about his childhood growing up in New England, and it's like he's singing about, like, walking this specific road, and he's like, passed down on Brook Road, I think is the lyric, like, he's over the bridge, a minute from home, but I feel so far from it. And it's like, he talks about, like, the death of my dog, the stretch of my skin. It's like growing up in that place, and now I'm saying goodbye to it. It's like the view between villages. You're in this village now, but, like, you used to be there. And it's always like, that song speaks to my heart, because I also come from a tiny, small town. Like, it's so small, everybody knows each other. So, like...
That's nice.
So being, like, the one that got away.
Yeah, the one.
I feel like the hometown celebrity. And when I come back, I'm like, hey.
That's good. That's feel like makes you feel proud of yourself, I guess.
Yeah, it really does.
Makes you feel like happy that you're doing this, because at least you're a pop star back home.
Yes. In the eyes of my grandparents.
Yeah.
Please.
And the town, because the entire town knows you all almost. That's lovely. Mm-hmm. I'm an only child, so...
What's that like? I don't know what that feels. I'm middle child.
Yeah?
And I got 4 step-siblings, so
So how many siblings?
Yeah, we are all total... I have 2 brothers, 1 older, 1 younger, and then 4 step-siblings, 1 stepsister, 3 stepbrothers.
It's 100.
So many. So many.
Too many to count.
No, truly. Sometimes I'm like, how many are there?
Yeah.
I have to, like... Right. No, tell me.
Well,
you didn't live in chaos? It was just calm? You lived in chaos.
No. It was it was great. I mean, so here's the thing. When you leave, your mom's heart, like you know how you're in your heart's mom or something. Whatever they say the term is. Like maybe a percentage of her heart leaves, but I feel like of her, because all her other, like, daughters, sons are back home. But for me, I feel like when I left, for my mom and my dad, like, they're 100% left.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, I see that.
And they're the same way that, like, they want me to go back if I go back for me, but I know they miss me and I miss them, and it's so hard because it's always been like us 3.
The 3 Musketeers.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's harder, I feel like, than, because I used to never, like, go out for sleepovers almost until
Never
I
really
came
been away.
Yeah. And the times I did, I, like, came crying. I came back crying. Like,
I did too. That's just like a canon event. We all do that.
Yeah, it's true, but I don't know, like, doing this and, like, moving out here, and, like, I knew I had to do this. I wanted to do this, but I don't know. It's definitely been, like, the hardest thing I've ever done, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, and for them, and for me, I feel like we're missing each other.
Yeah.
Like, we need the constant chaos of a household.
Yeah, no, I understand. It kind of sounds like you are, in a way, ready to go home too.
I am. But, like, I also, like, I'm gonna miss so much, like, being so close to everything here, like, being so close to Disneyland, being so close to the, like, I don't know what else, like, the Universal, yeah. the studios where people can work, and I know, like, there are productions back home. There are productions in Chile. But it's not Hollywood, of course.
No.
And
I don't think really any place in the world is like
right, and that's the thing, that it's like, like I'm not gonna be able to be like have a turnaround for like working as fast as when I lived here in big productions as background, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still like working in a big industry. But then again, there's the other part that it's that I feel like Hollywood's dying in a sense.
The industry's in a weird place right now. I don't really understand what's going on. I'm just like, I read this like the breakdowns that are on Actors Access, and I'm like, what is this? you know?
Verticals.
All the verticals. It's mainly verticals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that the future? Like, I really hope it isn't, because I love film. Like, I love film. I love like network TV shows. I love that stuff. Just the art.
Yeah.
You know? Verticals are interesting to me. I don't really understand them.
Me neither. But I mean, I do understand that they kind of suck. I understand that.
Yeah. They're interesting.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like some part of me is not. You stay here, do your stuff. But
tell me where are you at?
Yeah, I'm at the place where I'm like, I'm gonna pack my stuff up before everything goes to shit.
Yeah. No, and that's so understandable. And that's kind of like, I was asked so many times this summer, because like the food tours that I did, like they're very small groups, so it gets pretty personal. And like I always introduce myself, tell people what I'm doing with my life. So like honestly, like most of the tours just became chats about my life.
Okay.
Which is so funny. Because I mean, I got like 90% Americans, and like Americans love small talk, and I've gotten really good at small talk after I lived here. Icelanders don't do that. Like they really don't. Like, okay, this is such a strange thing to me. But like people speaking to you in elevators, like random people. What do you think about that? Like,
no one does that back home.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's such a strange thing to me. And I'm like, I would never in my it would never pop up in my head to go, oh, I don't know this person. We're in a closed compartment. Let me start chatting with them. That's something that I like learned to become good at responding to after moving here.
Right.
And I've gotten really good at just like, just surface level stuff, chatting about life, whatnot. And so many people that were on my food tour they were so intrigued by like me living in the States and, you know, the business and all that. And then like they started asking me about like immigration, and I was like, oh no, I really don't want to talk about this. And then people were like, what are you gonna do if shit hits the fan? And I'm just like, go home. Like it's as simple as that. Like if things go to shit, then I'll go home. And it's a luxury thing to have, to be able to just be like, oh, things aren't good here. Bye-bye. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have to stay.
But what I mean is when things go to shit, I mean like, because part of me wants to come back here. I mean, I do. I feel like one day I'm going to be back here, and whatever's wrong with the industry, with the acting industry, I want to fix it.
You want to fix it? Okay.
Yeah. And maybe that's what the business degree will help me with. Like,
exactly.
Be more qualified, I guess, to fix whatever went to shit. If it, hopefully nothing goes to shit, but like whatever the Hollywood, the problems in Hollywood, like be able to fix them from like a level of hierarchy that I have the power to do so, you know?
Yeah, I understand that.
Because I've always wanted to work like for Disney. Mm-hmm. Like it's always been like I'm either the Disney CEO or I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Those are my two career paths.
Very simple, you know. You either act or
I'm the next
you're
Disney
the CEO. You know, there's no in between.
There's no in between.
You would not do any other job.
Yeah, no, and that's the problem, kind of, because I'm like, or it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because like half of me wants to like it's either that or the other. Like I'm so focused on that those are the other two, the only two options. But and I see a lot of stuff that is going wrong with Disney too, and I'm like, I want to fix that. And what if I mix those two things together? Like, I fix the industry from the
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna watch this 10 years from now. I'm gonna be back home. I'm gonna be like, I didn't do anything that I was told myself.
Although you're gonna look back at this and go, oh my god, I put that into the universe.
Maybe.
You said that, and it's gonna happen.
And now look at me here in my
We're in your
office.
little cutesy little studio apartment, and then in 10 years you're gonna be like, oh my god, look how little we were.
Yeah.
Look at where we are now.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be in my Disney CEO office, fixing everything, fixing Hollywood, fixing the mouse house, I guess. And then I'm gonna give a call to Jenny and I say, Jenny, we need a new TV show with you. Have you write it?
Right. Yeah.
Well,
no, honestly, I mean, it is about making your own opportunities.
Yeah. What do you think is the worst part about the industry right now?
The worst part about the industry? Honestly,
That's a good question.
Such a good question. Damn. It's everybody looks the same that's on screen right now. And it's very, I feel like plastic surgery is becoming a big problem. A big problem. And we're losing, people aging. That's why I'm vowing, and you heard it first here, I will never inject my face with anything.
Okay.
My face will not be injected
with anything. Hold her accountable.
Please hold me accountable to this. I will never put anything in my face because also I want people to be able to see when I go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want them to see that I'm disgusted right now. Because I'm like, But I honestly think that with the rise of veneers, everybody's teeth look the same. It's terrifying.
Have you heard how they do the veneers?
I know.
That makes me cringe.
I'm like, you can't go back.
Yeah.
You can't go back. You know how much I paid for the teeth that I have now? These are my real teeth.
Yeah,
and I had braces and all that stuff. I'm like, they look good.
Yeah, they're enough.
I'm not touching them. But
they're more than enough.
Exactly.
And what more do they need?
Guys, it's teeth.
Yeah.
It's teeth. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't sit still to
No,
save
it's
my
okay.
life.
You're fine.
But no, I think what we're seeing is so much like women in their 60s and 70s look like they're 40, and I'm like, great, take care of yourself. But I'm like, what happened to seeing old people?
I know Ozempic.
Ozempic?
Don't get me started.
Okay.
Ariana
Can
Grande.
we talk about... That's scary.
Yeah.
But also, Serena Williams, the
Who's
tennis
that?
player.
Oh, the player.
Yes.
Okay.
She's advertising a GLP-1 medicine, which is Ozempic. And I'm like, this woman has never been obese in her life. Did you tell me about this? I feel like I did.
Yeah.
I probably did because I'm so
I feel like
shocked.
I heard this.
We were talking about it with Hannah. Yeah. But it's such a strange thing to me. I'm just like, why are we all trying to just be skinny and with perfect teeth? It's terrifying. I want to see different bodies on screen. I want to see different people of different ethnicities. I want to hear different accents. I want to see what I want to see on screen is real life. I want to see what life looks like. I don't want to see just the perfect human beings. Everybody nobody can move their eyebrows because they're so injected. And I'm just I watched a Nicole Kidman movie the other day.
The one with she's a teacher or something that marries a young boy or fucks a young boy.
It was with Zac Efron.
Oh.
Is it that movie? No, Family Affair or something.
Okay.
And she had the same face the whole time, and it's terrifying. I'm like, she's one of the greats.
Yeah.
She's one of the most amazing actresses ever, and now she's just stuck. And I'm like, let's move her faces, guys.
Maybe she can't.
Because she's so injected. So I'm like, let's stop doing that.
Yeah.
I want to see real people on screen. But I also I think we're seeing a big problem with the industry being obsessed with using people that have clout online. Like influencers getting cast in stuff. I'm like, if you're not an actor, why are you getting cast in that? And you can so tell. There's Hawk Tuah girl was starring in a scene with Glenn Powell. And I was like, that's not...
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, those are my things as of right now.
Okay, let's go one by one, but with the two topics. Because I have two thoughts, one per thought of that you gave.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one. Just throwing it out there. I'm so flabbergasted, maybe. I don't know how to put it into words. That I feel like actors are so determined to fight AI because it's taking our jobs, they don't express the same emotions as we do, and maybe you know what I'm getting at.
Tilly Norwood.
Right.
That AI actress.
Right.
It's a thing. It's not a person.
But then they inject themselves with things that make them. That's what I find like that the disparity.
Doesn't make sense.
Like if you really want reality and humanity.
Yeah.
humanity in your films, then don't get yourself veneers. Don't put Botox on your freaking butt. Don't do all this like prosthetic stuff that you're doing to your face so you don't express emotion. Like, be consequential. Like, if you are annoyed at AI, then be like, don't do all the other stuff, you know?
And I think that's actually something that I do appreciate about like the film and TV industry and just like the entertainment industry in Iceland is that that's not a thing there. Like, it's not so AI centric. I'm not seeing people that are injected and have like veneers are not a thing in Iceland really. And I don't see them on screen. And the people that like the A-listers in Iceland are normal people. They look like normal people. People are aging. They let themselves age because I think that's so much more graceful than trying to hold on to some youth because you just always start to look weird eventually and it's creepy.
And it's really creepy.
It's terrifying. So that's something that I do appreciate. Like, and I always like, I've seen myself like wanting to eventually move back home, like in a few years, not yet. And that's something that I do appreciate is that like people just age.
Yeah.
You know, they let themselves. We don't need to inject our faces with all this stuff that there's no long-term, research done on. Like, because I'm like, it never leaves your face.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you so annoyed at AI for, like, not looking real? But then do that. That is like be consistent with your thoughts.
I agree.
Although I feel like Hollywood actors are really non-consistent with their thoughts. They just do whatever the respectable mainstream thought is. Like they don't have they just do what they're told to do.
Yeah.
Like, they're told, okay, get yourself veneers because everyone has veneers. They're doing that. If you told that AI is bad, AI is bad. Like, they don't have thoughts from themselves. I feel they need to go into the world. They need to do real human stuff. And I feel like I have, like, the previous podcast that I did, the ActorCast 6. I hadn't still decided that I was maybe going back home. So I was still like, maybe I'm still trying to keep my thoughts to myself, most of them, because I feel like some of the things I'm saying right now are like kind of like closing doors, maybe. I don't know even. I think
it's a hot take.
It's a hot take, definitely.
It's a hot take, that's what it is.
And now that I'm maybe going home I'm going home for a while. And I'm like restructuring my life in a different way. I'm not like having to like please the Hollywood elites. So I'm trying to be more transparent, which is, I feel, transparency translates well in when you're speaking to a camera. I feel like the more transparent you are as yourself. If you're lying, I wasn't lying before this ActorCast, but like keeping stuff to myself, I feel like that translates better.
Oh, definitely. I think it's definitely something that like you should keep in mind. Just not you, but like people in general should keep in mind that like what you say has consequences, you know? So it's always a matter of think before speak, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're ready to put that out into the world, then let's, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also so funny, like, about people that like preach for like freedom of speech, and then they're shocked when people don't agree with their take and they get backlash, and I'm like, no, you chose to put that out in the world. It's not your fault that your take was horrible, you know?
Yeah.
But it's definitely a great like mindset to have, to like especially like with your last podcast, you weren't sure, so don't talk about it until you know. You know. And am I the first person to know that you're going home?
Are you? I think you're the I think
I'll take it.
I think you're the first
take it.
from the US. I think you're the first.
Slay.
Unless I told
I feel gang.
I did tell the comedian that I went to see, like, when on the meet and greet at the end, like, oh, I'm going back, but that's another story. Like, that's not like, you're the first colleague, I guess. Yeah.
First friend.
And now the entire world knows.
Now you know.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm more. Yes. Okay. So let's
get back on track.
Yeah. The first topic that you said, the veneers, the fakeness in Hollywood. I feel like I have more freedom for myself. I'm not cutting my tongue before speaking now that I say what I wanted to say, which was, I feel like actors are fake. Basically, that's my.
It's a weird industry, and I agree. Like, it is something that like I notice it with both like peers. I wouldn't even call them colleagues, but like peers, just like people our age in the industry. Like, you have to be careful who you choose to be around you.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm at a place in my life where I only surround myself with people that make me feel like I'm still the best version of myself, because who I am today is the person that I've been trying to be for the past few years, and trying to figure out who she is. And I'm so secure in myself right now because I also surround myself with people that see who I am and appreciate me for who I am. And that's rare to find, you know? So it's weird also with this industry is that like some people are just here to chase fame, and they're like, I'll do anything. And I'm like, well, I won't do anything. I'll work really hard. But I'm also not like searching for fame. And that's also the difference. Like, there's people that just want to be artists and make art and be happy, and others that just want to be famous. And it's two different categories, and people fall into either, or they fall into both. Like, they're kind of all over the place. And you have to be so careful with like who you choose to surround yourself with, because they're either going to push you down or they're going to uplift you. So like, if you surround yourself with people that make you feel like crap, or they're never happy for what something that happened to you. Like, you got a great gig. Imagine I was just like, screw you. You know, I didn't get it. But like, then again, you and I are not going to the same roles.
Right.
We're not the same typecast.
It's true.
But it's like finding the people that are happy for you and that support you. That's what matters. Knowing who to trust and who to not. And that is hard in this industry because you never know.
And I think like a good way of think. I mean, I don't know. It's ironic because it's like, okay, my statement, actors are fake. Maybe like when people strive to be actors, they strive to be fake. Basically, they strive to be like the big people, and they're probably really fake. And you know what's also fake? Botox, veneers.
Yeah.
What's the Ozempic? I forgot the word. All that stuff is kind of fake too, because it's like not your true self. So it's like there's people are striving for fakeness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they get mad at AI for being unrealistic. It's like they're fake themselves. So I don't know. That's a nice conclusion that I came to my brain came up with, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, actors are fake, maybe. Well, they portray.
I would say stereotypical.
Stereotypical, but like and also like it's it's their job to kind of portray a character.
Yeah.
An actor portrays a character which is being faking an identity, faking. Yeah.
You're being somebody else. You're not being yourself.
Right. So I guess it makes sense for actors to also adopt that in their real life, or like the stereotype of an actor adopting the fakeness into their real life. So I don't know what I'm going at. What was the second thing that you said that what you were like unhappy with the industry? Like
it's influencer culture.
Oh, okay.
You know,
so I had
it's specifically like stunt casting people that aren't established actors and aren't good.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Here's my thing. I agree. But that's the thing. The second part, the actors like not being good. Like because I had on my second podcast we talked about influencers actually, and like how we find really commendable people who can make it into the industry through the conventional ways, to find new ways to try and like do stuff on social media, do stuff themselves, to then get the role. And like if they get the role, it's like congratulations, you got it instead of me, for example. So I think I personally, maybe it's not a contradiction to what you're saying, but it's like, yeah, I commend actors who go out of their way to find new creative ways to put themselves out there. And if that's influencing, well, let it be. But yeah, they have to be good for them to be then casted and stuff.
I do agree with you. And like I think it's
Oh, amazing. There was like an alarm or something.
Don't be loud. We're trying to do a podcast.
Hopefully it's not cut.
Yeah, I hope. Well, we're here. We're still here.
Yeah.
I think like what I meant more is like
I mean, we can have different opinions.
Yeah. But it's different. Like I don't think like people that like just use social media to like get seen so they can get in the door. I'm thinking more like people that are specifically like just influencers, and then like Addison Rae getting cast in a movie.
Who's that?
Addison Rae's TikTok influencer.
Oh.
She was really big like in the pandemic. And I mean, she's a pop star now, and I do like kind of like she's kind of good as a pop star.
Okay.
But her being like cast as a lead in it was a movie called He's the Man, and it's like the flip like gender version of She's the Man.
Oh, and, I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, and I really disliked her acting because she's not an actor. Like she is a performer, I can see that, but it's weird. It's like nepotism.
Yeah. Do you think?
You know, it's hard.
I'm saying this, but do you think there's maybe some jealousy?
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you get in the door so easily?
Yeah,
because I'm like, I don't want
that.
to be an influencer. That's not who I am. Like, I do post on TikTok, and like I just did an interview with like a magazine in Iceland about like the content that I post, and I post just real stuff. I'm like, this is my life, and I don't try to be like
for fun.
Like I don't do like voiceovers that's like, join me for a day in my life, you know. No. You know all that.
What's the
like
ASMR, right?
ASMR, yeah. No, but it's like I don't put on a certain filter, and I feel like that's something that I'm seeing a lot. Like and it kind of baffles me that like, why is this what we want to see on TV? You know, I think I just personally want to see real people. I want to see real stuff. That's why like, I watched a movie the other day called My Old Ass. Okay. And it's an Aubrey Plaza movie. Okay. And it just feels so real. Mm-hmm. It was a great movie. Like, I recommend watch that. Like, everybody watch it. It's a great movie because it didn't like, it wasn't people that were all like exactly like injected with anything. It looked like real people in a real situation, and I loved it. I think it's probably like I have an objective opinion because I want to see a certain thing, and I'm not seeing that with influencers.
Your two grudges, I guess, against Hollywood right now have to do kind of with the same thing.
Yeah.
with it being real. Basically.
Yeah, I just want to see real stuff.
Good actors, good productions, good. Not like stunt casting just for
the
casting.
sake of stunt casting. I'm like, stunt cast if it makes sense, you know.
If they are good actors.
If they're a good actor, like what's that actress? McKenna Grace, is that her? Yes.
The blonde girl.
She's so big, and like she's kind of in a way always gonna be like a version of a stunt cast because she's that big, but she's also amazing.
Yeah, and also she's been working in the industry since she was
a child, you know?
Which,
so like if she gets
we can get into that later, like the good and the ugly about that.
Yes. But it's something that like you could cast her in a random ass movie with you don't know anybody in the cast but her. That's a stunt cast, but it could still make sense because she's a great actress.
Yeah, but stunt casting, in my opinion, is casting someone that's not an actor, right? Is it that the term?
I mean, it can be both. It can be really both, but
because I feel like
no, I agree with you.
Casting someone that's an actor is just getting
Harry Styles in Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah,
that was a stunt cast.
Yeah, something like that.
What did you think of that?
I haven't watched
You should watch it. Okay, watch it and then you tell me what you think.
Okay, say it again so I can.
Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't Worry, Darling.
Harry Styles.
Harry
in that movie.
Styles. Okay.
It's a great movie. He was just interesting.
Okay.
But I still love his music. I love him.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, because McKenna Grace, she is, well, we don't know. Hopefully, she doesn't end up like Lindsay Lohan type.
Yeah, I really hope she.
Because you know how a lot of actors who start young in Hollywood end up kind of going down the wrong path. But she, I think I've seen her in productions since she's been everywhere.
She's our age too, so we've grown up with her.
Literally, yeah.
We're kind of used to seeing her on the screen, and I'm just like, I in a way find it strange to see her in something that's a rom-com now. Like she's in a new movie called Regretting You, and I was like, she's just kissing him.
Yeah,
girl, you're a child. Yeah. She's 2 years younger than me. I forget, or 3, I don't know.
No, but she's an adult already.
I'm like, she's an adult, and so am I.
Right, but it still feels weird, I know. Because you remember her as a kid. Yeah. It's like seeing Millie Bobby Brown now, she's walking with a crane already. She's so old. She's
a kid. She's married with a kid.
She has a kid?
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown. She just adopted a child.
I was only joking with the crane, acting like she was elder.
No. She when she's not old, but
right. That was joking, but
she has a kid now.
Kid?
She got married last year, and then
that for me, because she's our age too.
Yeah. I think you guys were both born in
2004. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I still remember her as with the bald hair and the powers and the running nose.
I mean, she had both her first, during the run of Stranger Things, she's had her first kiss, gotten married, and has a child.
That's crazy.
Think about how long Stranger Things has been going on. And it's only 5 seasons, and the 5th one isn't even out.
Yeah.
What the hell?
She's gonna be so with wrinkles when the season 5 comes out.
I think they did CGI stuff on the cast to make them look younger because they're all growing up. It's been 10 years.
Is that a source? Is that a
source? I read it somewhere. I don't know the source.
So it was your exclusive.
No, exclusive knowledge I have on Netflix's Stranger Things. Yeah. No. I read it somewhere. It could be fake news. Yeah. Everything's fake online now. But no, I feel like I heard somewhere or read somewhere that they're CGIing slightly their faces because of the sake of they are supposed to be younger than they currently are. These kids over the course of
because they're
5 years have aged 10.
Yeah,
you know,
because the youngest one is Millie Bobby Brown and Noah Schnapp, who are my age, 21. And then there's Finn Wolfhard, who's 30 already. No. There's one that's 30.
Oh, yeah.
The black kid, maybe. I don't remember his name.
I think he's 27, 28, something. But
see?
They're not kids anymore.
Exactly.
And they're supposed to be. And it's that also, that is something that does bother me about the industry, is that specifically TV shows 3 years between seasons. And I understand that the strike had a lot to do with that, but we still haven't gotten Euphoria season 3? It was supposed to come out this year, and it's coming out in 2.
It's coming out next year.
No, 2027. They pushed it back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Insane. And I'm like, I don't know the plot anymore. And like, Wednesday season 2 came out, and it's been 3 years. I got a college degree in the time between the seasons.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know, and I'm just like, I don't remember what happened in the last one.
It's because of the
streaming,
because like they have like, they used to do pilots.
Yes, I missed that.
Then they shoot like all the season. They streamed it on the TV, like on cable, whatever, and they would have like there was a standard, like 22, 20 to 25 episodes, and they would do that again the next year for the next season. And now it's like
8 episodes.
And 8 episodes at most, probably. Yeah, literally. And they just like, there's no pilot season, so they just shoot what they have. Like they say, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that. Okay.
It's actually like, apparently getting cheaper to write a full season of like 8 episodes and produce that rather than producing a pilot and seeing if that works. And that's something that I really hope we turn back to pilots and like long seasons. And I do have faith that we eventually will. And
really?
That's like, there's this, did you ever watch?
That's good.
Did you watch this new TV show called Adults? It's on Hulu and Disney Plus. You should.
Okay.
It's a great show. You gotta watch all these. I gotta make a list of things to watch. Oh my God. But like, I feel like Adults it's about Gen Z people in their 20s.
Oh, like Euphoria.
Yeah. No.
That's what a classmate told me once, and I was like, oh really? Let me watch it. And then I was like,
Euphoria.
This is not
told you
my life.
Euphoria was just people in their 20s.
It was like my life.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
No, Adults, I believe, is gonna be what Friends was in the 90s.
Oh.
You know, like how Friends became this huge thing of just normal life.
Is it new?
Yes, there was a season, like they released a full season, and I'm like, people need to watch it so we can get a second one, because I need to know what happens.
Okay.
And
they probably already have it greenlit if it's 80
probably.
episodes.
Like, I really need them to greenlit this, and maybe me saying it will mean that it's on my phone now, and it's like season 2 approved.
No, but I think that's what the problem. I think they already have like probably the season greenlit by when it premieres. The first one premieres. That's the issue.
The thing is, like, my one issue with that show is that it was only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's like 20-minute shows, and it's sitcom themed. So I'm like, you can't do a sitcom in 8 episodes. Like, that doesn't work. You got to give us more than that. So like, I feel like what they were doing, they were testing the waters with 8 episodes. Let's see if you guys like this. And then people love it, and they're going to give us 25. You know? Because I'm like, you can't do a full season.
Yeah.
I have faith.
A sitcom. Sitcoms aren't 8 episodes. You
have to give us more than that, because it's supposed to be situational comedy. Like there is a structured timeline, but it's not something that like you have to watch each and every show to understand it.
Right. You know? And if you have 8 episodes, you have to you're done. You're gonna skip 3 and then you're done. Yeah.
I finished it in 2 days. That's how good I am at binging, guys. But like, it's something that I really like hope that we turn back to, is like The Office. Like I need a good sitcom. I need good comedy shows, like TV
How many
shows.
episodes does The Office spin-off have? The paper.
Let me see.
Okay.
The paper.
Because that would be interesting to know. Probably 8. I would be surprised if it's 25 or more than 20.
Paper. Okay. 10.
See?
10 episodes.
That's not
enough.
And
give us more.
Yeah.
We want more things.
And I haven't even watched it.
But it's definitely something that I really, really like. I think that is also, we're trying to create mini movies with TV shows, and I just need unhinged comedy that doesn't make any sense. And like, I think that's what Adults is trying to do, and I believe that like it can go somewhere. Okay. And I believe that it can be the show that we get.
I thought that with The Politician, the TV show. Have you watched it?
Politician? No.
It's Ben Platt. Yeah, it's
Ben Platt.
Because it was like the first season was like Ben Platt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it was like a college, like it was kids in school doing the presidency for the college, for the school board or something. You know, the school, what do you call that?
The student
class
body?
president, but like the
student body council.
That thing. Yeah. Okay, and that was it. And then in the second season, I'm gonna spoil it. Who cares? Yeah, in the second season they like time jump and they're adults, makes sense because Pempla's like
old enough
to play an adult, old enough to play an adult.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then they go like the same group tries to do like goes like instead of doing class president they're doing like mayor or not something like some type of actual governmental politician role, and they left it like open for the third season to be like for him to be like vice president with the opposition to her for the second season, something like they left it open for it to continue, and it never happened.
No, it's the worst.
And it's been like since 2019.
Okay, yeah, you're not getting it at this point. 6 years.
And it's Ryan Murphy. And Ryan Murphy's the name of the guy who does like Glee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
He also has like the series Monsters.
Right.
You know Monsters?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've watched Glee. I've watched The Politician, and they're really funny shows.
Glee is one of my favorite TV shows, and I love quoting Glee. And like this weekend, I went to Halloween parties, and I went as Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know, the girl with the gum.
The one who like explodes.
Yeah, the one that turns into blueberry.
Yeah. Okay.
And I did like the makeup like as if she was turning into the blueberry.
Oh, okay.
And I got this blue tracksuit and I put it on, and I was like, oh my god! I turned to my roommate and I was like, is it giving Violet? And she just went, it's giving Sue Sylvester. And I was like, and that's how Sue sees it, you know. And I'm like, if I can't quote that to you, then
it's perfect.
you gotta be able to get it, you know. The girls that get it. The girls that don't.
Interesting.
You're one of the girls that get it because you've watched Glee.
I've watched Glee. This is what you missed on Glee.
Exactly.
I'm showing Glee to my dad right now. We're in the third season. No, we're in the fourth season already.
Ooh, wait, are they in New York now?
They're starting in New York. We're right on the when it starts going bad, the show.
It's such a great show. Like it's
amazing.
Like the amount of storylines that make no sense.
And it's the last.
So great.
It's one of the last shows that actually don't mind like offending everyone. Like they offend everyone, and that's the funny part.
Exactly. It's great. It's wonderful. You know.
I feel like now shows are like, oh, we can't offend this group of people. We can offend this other group of people. So let's just make fun of white men. Oh, I hate that. That's a gripe I have with the industry. You were asking me? That's a gripe I have with the industry. Hollywood like losing their looseness. Like being like, oh, we only make fun of white old men, and it's like, why don't Glee was the funniest show ever, and it made fun of everyone
because it was both inclusive and it made fun of everybody. Exactly. But the thing is, like, the industry is weird in that sense too, is that it's the internet. It's hard, like anything you say can be taken out of context. That's what's so dangerous about the internet. And you know, like when, like, it's just, it's weird. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. But I'm just like, it's weird that like
it's cause
I'm not trying to claim that you just can't say anything nowadays. I
want to claim that.
You do that, babe.
Okay.
But no, it's more so like, I think it's great that like we're opening like the discussion of like, maybe we shouldn't say that in the sense of like slurs and whatnot. Like we shouldn't be saying the F word, like the F slur. I don't think we should say it. But then like we can still make fun of so many things like Glee did that people can't take anymore.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah, everyone has their. Like, I think like everyone has their line.
You have to be able to make fun of yourself too.
Yeah, I agree.
It's my favorite.
Everyone has their line. For example, I used to care so much about slurs. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Like it depends on the context
and
also.
There's a
like
certain freedom in that, honestly, for you to just be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I'm trying to not care about like any type of joke. That's my New Year's resolution for 2026. Not care. I mean, and I think I've done it already. So that's not a New Year's resolution. I've completed it.
New Year's resolution in what is it, November already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I feel like I've already checked the box of completed.
Yep.
Because I used to be so like, oh, you can't say this to me. I'm getting mad at you because you told this joke. I used to be, I don't know how to say that, like uptight, and now I'm kind of like, I don't give a shit.
It's a great place to be in.
Yeah, and it's like, if you get offended, that's your problem. But like,
it is.
Yeah.
It's like when people get triggered by certain things. Like I read a quote once that said, it's your, like, it's not society's job to like walk around your triggers. It's your job to take care of yourself when you get triggered.
Yeah.
You know? So it's
not the world's problems.
Exactly.
You're not the problem either. But like,
I had a friend who was speaking about like losing her grandma, and somebody in her classroom like had to walk out because they got triggered because like they also lost their grandma, and they got mad at my friend, and my friend was like, no, I'm allowed to speak about my own experience. The fact that
because we live in the USA and there's freedom of speech here.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
In anywhere it should be like this.
And
like
it's
in Iceland, in Chile, it should be like this. Yes. Like you don't have to like hold your dead grandma.
I mean, and how is she supposed to know?
Oh,
that's the thing too. It's
and why
we can be careful with our words. We can be careful like with the way that we speak, but me talking about my own experience about something and somebody else getting triggered from that is not my job to fix that. Correct. It's not my job to make sure that their feelings don't get hurt in the sense of I'm speaking about my own experience. So my friend had like, she was fully in the right of saying to this person, hey, like that's not fair, because I'm speaking about my experience. The fact that that's something
this was
that
in Iceland?
You. No, this was here.
Oh.
Not in LA. It was in New York.
Okay.
But like this girl got really mad at my friend, and she was just like, it's not my job to know that this is something that triggers you. It's your job to take care of yourself when that happens. You know? So just remove yourself from the situation and help.
And that's the thing. You can only be so careful, and you will still offend someone. So it's like,
always.
Why don't you just
You can't never offend anybody.
Yeah, nobody. You can.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
This is too.
You know what we mean.
This is two bilingual people trying to speak in their second language. You know, but no, it is true.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Okay, I think that's the thing that triggers me the most in the industry, to be honest. The not being able to. Also, it also applies to other stuff, like in TV shows, in movies. Okay, people not making fun of each other, not taking that stuff lightly. In scripts, I guess, but also in like the industry in general. Like you have to stay, like I was saying, you have to keep certain stuff to yourself, because if not, you're not gonna get cast. Like you need to, and I don't like that. I mean, do I like that? No, I don't like that, because it's like, okay, it's like any job that you can't, I guess, pick. Say certain stuff, but also like when you're still a human, and it's like you get blacklisted if you think this, you're blacklisted if you think that, and it's like I don't like that.
No, I agree.
And maybe
because that's not freedom of speech.
Right, exactly. And it's like one thing is like you're saying stuff that it's like controversial at work, but also like in your free time, it's like who cares? Because not controversial, but like maybe not in the guidelines of your contract. Like don't speak religion, like things that you don't speak at the dinner table. I don't know if they taught you that when you were back home. Because back home, they it was like, it's like a very like a familiar lesson that you don't speak you don't speak the religion, politics, and something else in the dinner table.
Oh, really?
Like as a rule of thumb.
That's not what my family does.
As a rule of thumb.
We get in heated discussions about politics.
Okay, well.
But that's how it was for you.
Maybe it's like as a rule of thumb, like to not get into heated, to end up not getting into heated discussions, don't talk religion, politics, and there was one more thing, like religion, politics. I don't remember. Something else, and maybe there's guidelines. Of course, there's guidelines. There's a contract that you can't speak about certain stuff. You can't like openly trash the employer they're hiring you, that's hiring you, I guess, in the workplace. But there's also you also have a free life to say whatever you please outside of your work environment. Mm-hmm. And I feel like people should be able to say their piece without getting cancelled, I guess. That's my gripe with the industry. Now, let's switch it to a more positive theme. What's your favorite part of the industry?
Weed. That's also a great question. My favorite part of the industry? Honestly, I would say like right now, my favorite, just the part of like, I would say like not, hang on, I'm trying to say so many things at once. The entertainment business, entertainment industry as a whole, like the industry, not just here in Hollywood, but in the world of sharing stories. You know, I love seeing, this kind of tracks into like my earlier thing is, I love seeing real stories. Mm-hmm. And I love seeing the way that, what I like seeing with the industry is that there's a new world kind of opening to people's stories being represented correctly.
Okay.
You know, I love seeing that. I love seeing that like there's a story that's written by like, if it's about like say if it was a show here made in Hollywood mm-hmm. about a girl who grew up in Iceland.
Okay.
You always have to have somebody on the team that grew up in Iceland to actually tell you what it was like. Mm-hmm. That's what I like seeing now, is that it's not just old white men telling the stories. You know, you're getting the stories from different perspectives, and it's not necessarily like the stuff that's mainstream and like huge right now, but we are seeing a rise of that. You know, we're not just seeing the same 5 people on the screen. Like we're seeing, even no matter how small the projects are, we're seeing real representation in a lot of new stuff, which I appreciate. You know, I also like, it's something that is very near and dear my heart, because Iceland is never represented correctly in media. Never. Like we're kind of always represented as this like deserted island up in the north. And
made of ice.
And made of ice. And then people are like, wait, isn't like Iceland green and like Greenland ice? Like, why did they do that? But it's definitely like something that like I'm also fighting to like make happen. Of like, I want, like, Iceland has a really rich culture. We're just represented, honestly, like sometimes we're represented as stupid people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, oh, these people just like, they believe in elves and they like, yeah. Have you seen the Eurovision movie with Will Ferrell?
No, but I think I've
hilarious movie.
I think I've seen like Iceland.
That is the representation, you know, like we're just like it. And a lot of people are shocked when they find out that like a huge part of like my growing up was like American TV shows. That's also why my accent is so Americanized, is because like the media that we consume is international. It's not just Icelandic, you know?
You didn't have like dubbed to your
not like normal TV shows.
Oh, really?
Because the nation is 380,000 people. It's not like if Law and Order was showed in Iceland, they wouldn't dub that.
I wish
they dub like Disney movies, like animated stuff for children.
Okay.
That's
I
what
wish
they do.
I feel like I would have gotten better at my American accent if they didn't dub everything in Spanish.
Exactly. And that's something that like I didn't really know even was like happening in other countries because my country didn't do that. But we do that with like animated films. So like when people are like, oh, do you know like I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. I don't know the lyrics in English.
You know it in...
Oh, yeah. Budete la perjas. Like that's what I know.
That's funny. Budete la
exactly. But it's something that like I kind of like really... I have this passion
realistic.
of speaking, like talking about the rich culture that I come from. And that's actually like, I'm writing an animated film based on Icelandic folklore.
An animated film? Yeah. How are you going to animate it?
Well, I'm not going to draw it. I'm going to write it and then I'm going to sell it to Disney or DreamWorks.
That's nice. An Icelandic princess.
Yes. It's not about a princess.
No, yeah, that makes sense because that wouldn't be good representation.
No. We don't have no princess except for me. But no, it's about an Icelandic girl, like normal Icelandic girl that goes into the world of what's called the hidden people or huldufólk, which is essentially
don't spoil it. But
I'm not saying anything more. I'm gatekeeping that because that's my copyright.
You know what? You're right.
But it's based on Icelandic folklore, and that's the thing. Like it's a running joke, like half the nation of Iceland believes in elves, and I'm like, my take is always like it's a fun take.
Yeah.
You can't prove that they exist, but you also can't prove that they don't because you're never supposed to see them.
Oh, like
that's
the tooth
what
fairy.
It is exactly.
Or something like that.
And the culture of Iceland is like it's even today. There's a mutual respect between the humans and the hidden people. You know, there's certain places in Iceland that we know elves live there, and we don't hold those
now
guys.
I'm starting to get creative and I wanna write some.
Exactly.
I wanna write story about it, but I won't. I'll leave it to you.
No, you're good. We can write it together, babes.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, I wanna like I'm writing this story. I wanna create this story because I want people to know the real story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want them to see how rich the culture is, how important it is to our heritage. Because we're not just a random little island up there that a few people live in and there's snow in the winter but we're green most of the time. Like it's a great nation. We have such a rich history. Like we have a history since the year 874. That's when the country was settled. That's where I come from. Like, I literally come from the settlers of Iceland that came from Norway, you know? It's a rich culture that I believe deserves to be told. And correctly.
Yeah.
Because, like, watching the Eurovision movie, like, with Will Ferrell, I actually wrote my scene for my reels, like, my final film project, essentially, at AMDA about that movie, like, me essentially trashing it. It's a hilarious movie. And what's real about it and what's like represented correctly is the Eurovision songs. Like they're crazy. The competition is insane.
Isn't Eurovision like a Mexican thing?
No. It's a European thing.
Oh.
Eurovision.
Okay. Oh.
So it's the biggest song contest in the world. And it's like, so the European countries like send representatives as like, there's a 3-minute long song and you compete and then like, somebody wins. Like,
why did I think it was Mexican? That's so stupid.
Maybe Mexico has their own competition.
I don't even... I think it's...
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like...
I don't even know. I don't know.
They like... Will Ferrell had a Swedish accent in the movie. And I was like, you don't have an Icelandic accent.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, his wife is Swedish. Obviously, he's gonna just like mimic her. And I'm like, but that's not real.
And also, he's not even Swedish.
Exactly.
But he's famous, so
he's famous. And it's his movie. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's more so just like we were very much represented as stupid people in that movie, and I want to show them that we're not.
Well, hopefully, when you sell it, they don't decide to make the Icelandic person either a Black, Indian, Latina.
I mean, this is a story. This is also specifically today Iceland is very, very diverse. It wasn't in the 1400s. And my movie takes place in the 1400s. Right. So it is...
Well, but so did Snow White.
People and ginger people.
So did Snow White. That's what I'm saying. Careful with who you sell it to.
My movie's not going to become a live action. That's for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Careful with who do you sell it to.
Yes.
And
that's why I love DreamWorks. Like look at what they did with the like live action of How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
that was beautiful. You haven't watched that either?
It's on my to-do list.
I'm gonna make you a list. You need to watch all these movies.
No, I wanted to go watch it, but I never went.
But it's definitely like I think.
But I was like, should I watch the animated first? Because I've never watched the animated either.
Watch all the animated films,
or should I watch it instead? Because maybe it's instead and then continue with the two.
No. Always do the original first.
Okay.
Do the original first.
That's what I'm saying. Because I love Disney. Don't get me wrong.
No. Yeah.
You know, I want to be Disney CEO.
Exactly. You want to fix it.
I want to fix it, but that's what I want to fix. Like, how do you do Snow White?
But that's also something. Okay. And about that. One thing that I notice is happening specifically with Disney. Mm-hmm. That Disney is trying to, I don't know if the word is adhere, but they're trying to we're going to do this because this is what woke culture means. And I'm like, I'm woke. I am woke. I am a feminist. You know, I love woke culture because that is what got women the right to vote 100 years ago, you know? And woke culture has become such a controversial word because people think it's like snowflakes and you can't you can't say anything. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's woke culture. I think that's just something else. I think that's strange. Woke culture for me is let's represent more people. Let's represent what the real world looks like. And what Disney's doing wrong is they're taking characters, specifically with these live actions. We don't need live actions of stuff that we have already. I don't agree with always needing live action. But Snow White would have probably done amazing if they had cast, she's based off of a German opera singer. Cast somebody with a German heritage, you know? So I think that's what they're trying to do is they're taking these characters that look a certain way and changing the look because they think, oh, well, you guys asked us to do this. And I'm like, no, write the real stories. Write stories for people of different ethnicities, of different races. We don't need to see, a Latina girl play somebody that's
German.
supposed to be pale.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just, and taking the 7 dwarfs, making them 7 magical creatures. I'm like, no. Let's keep them dwarves because there are
because
real
you're representing dwarves.
Exactly.
Or
and if you wanna work with woke culture, write new stories, write new stuff. Stop trying to change the things that we already know and love. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's go into the definition of woke for a second. Okay. Because I don't find, the dictionary says past of wake. But
Google woke culture.
No, yeah, I've read that because I'm really into all this stuff and how the culture's changing and stuff. For me, being woke is a bad thing. Okay. Being woke means basically being neo-Marxist,
Really?
And that's what that's what I'm saying. There's not an actual definition. Maybe because I'm all for what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm all for doing different. I would love a Disney movie about Chile.
Exactly.
But for me, that's not woke. That's just doing what people have, doing what's supposed to be the thing. For me, maybe that's the problem. There's not an actual definition because Google doesn't. But for me, it's basically something that's. It's basically caring more about appearances rather than human values. For example, this thing is woke. This Snow White is woke, let's say. Okay? In my understanding, that means that the Snow White film cared more about what ethnicity is it from, rather than the story, rather than being genuine, rather than being real. just inserting like a race, inserting a ideology, an identity, gender identity, and that's what I don't like about it personally. Like inserting stuff out of the need of insert, and we have the same.
I think we have the same idea.
We're saying the same thing.
We're saying the same thing.
Although we think that we think woke is two different things.
Yes, and I agree with you. I think the word woke has been taken out of context so much, because like it truly does. And like if you listen to like, I don't want to say it's like Oprah, but it's somebody that said that like this woke virus that people like claim, like the media is making woke out to be a bad thing because they're trying to paint it as like, oh well, we don't care about this anymore, and we're just like we're trying like it's like when people are trying to say that like, oh, I'm not a feminist, I just want equal rights. And I'm like, that's exactly what a feminist is. People just have a hard time with the word feminist because they think that it's women wanting more than men. No, it's equality for all. That is what feminism is. It's as simple as that. But the media and like different political parties take it out of context and try to demonize it. So for me, wokeness is essentially the same thing as feminism, you know? And it's a matter of equality for all. Everybody gets represented, you know? And I think like what Disney did with specifically Snow White is they're trying to work with what they think woke is. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they think that woke is this horrible thing because
I think they love woke. I think they love woke.
Like the word has been demonized so much that people don't even know what it means. You know, there is no definition. So for me, like my brain is just wokeness is, hey, we don't have to do things the way we did them in the 50s. You know, let's try and think of this in a progressive way. Progressive is probably the word. You know, not conservative. Because I'm not conservative. I don't want things to go back to the way they were in the 50s because that wasn't good for a lot of people, you know. But I think I would, you know what I mean?
I would think that you need progressive and conservative forces together to come to an agreement. To like you need both in a society to like find a center, find a sensible center, find a. And that's why I feel like that's both are important. I don't think I'm either a conservative or a progressive person. I feel like I used to be more progressive than I am. Like coming to the US has made me more conservative than progressive, and I used to be really progressive. I feel, but it's like your mind changes, your mind evolves and you start thinking differently, but
exactly.
And you can but what I mean is that I lost my train of thought.
Honestly,
but,
I think we agree. I think we agree
I think
on what it is. I think it's just because it's just the word. It's the word woke,
and that's the thing.
That means different things.
And that's the thing.
You know,
for different people,
exactly.
and that's the thing because I feel like I would definitely if feminist was what you said, equal rights for men and women, I would be a feminist. But now I feel like, which is maybe a term that we can't say in YouTube, but it's like the feminazi. Yeah, but bleep. We can say that term.
Yeah.
I think in
but
YouTube
I agree with
but
you.
that term, which is going like
yes.
I would consider myself an old school feminist maybe.
I think you're just a real feminist.
But that's the thing because now it's like
that's other people trying to make it out to be something that it's not. So
right.
I think I stand strong with. I'm a feminist, so if people go, oh, so you just like want women to be higher than men, I'm like, no, I want equal rights for all.
Yeah.
Whether that's women, whether that's men, whether that's non-binary, like anybody, because I'm just like, I think it's as simple as why should anybody get more solely because they're a certain gender. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me. I also come from one of the most equal countries, actually the most equal country in the world. There's 90% equality in Iceland. So I'm very, like, the way that I look at it, and like, it's something that, like, there is a word for what we just said, in Iceland. And people, they kind of, like, roughly translated would be extra feminists. And I'm like, if you really go into the definition of feminist, it just means somebody that wants equality for all. So extra feminist, that doesn't make sense. Like, extra equality for all, yeah, great, you know? But it's something that specifically, like, the internet does this. They take these words out of context and make them out to be something that they're not. So I don't think you should be scared to call yourself a feminist. You are.
No.
I know you. I know you want, like, I know who you are. I know.
But like the thing that's taken over the movement, like the group of people who have taken over the movement and made it more like, you know, I told you about this. Like, people, you can't look at me. You can't. The Me Too movement, for example. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all this stuff that have, like, I don't know, like, have taken the feminist movement and made it into people who have made it into, like, and then we can go into a different topic, like transgender women should be allowed in women's spaces, should they not? Is that a real feminist if you agree with that? If you don't, that's an whole other topic.
We don't have to get into that.
Right. But that's what I mean, like people who go further and, like, want the opposite of basically equality against the law. That's the term. Equality with the law. What's for the law?
Just equality for all. That's what I say. I'd say, like, I don't really consider those people that, like, and it's such a small group of people. It's just a loud group of people. They're not people fighting the good fight. So I don't consider that to be a feminist. Like, what I consider to be a feminist.
That's what I call the
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
So you're not that. I know that. You aren't. And that's why I'm like,
no, I know I'm not. Exactly. I'm definitely not.
No. But it's more so, like, you shouldn't be afraid to say that you're a feminist, because that isn't a feminist.
Yeah.
It's a different concept. It's something that like, there's that, and then there's the people that want men to be in power. Like, there's
that's my problem.
It's different parts of the spectrum. Yeah. There's people that want patriarchy and matriarchy. Like, it's we should. My brain is just, guys, we should be equal. It's as simple as that.
And that's the thing. That's why I don't like the term woke, or, like, because for me, that's the problem for me. But, like, being woke means basically because you're a man, you get power. Because you're a woman, you get power. Rather than because you're a human, we're all human. That's what the problem. Like, for me, someone that thinks that because a man should be in power just because the sole reason that he's a man, is for me a woke person.
Okay, I see.
Same as a woman, same as someone who says that a black person needs to be employed more than a white person in a job has more just because he's black. For me, that's wokeness too, because it's like you're not all equal against. I use this term against. You're not treating people. Judging people by their character, like Martin Luther King said, Jr. Martin, no.
Okay, Jr. Yeah.
But you're treating them because of what they appear like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not.
I see what you mean.
And for me, that's the term. That's being woke in a nutshell, and that's why I don't like it personally. But that's the problem. We should make Google create an actual definition that's like. That everyone can agree upon, because I feel like everyone has different definitions and no one will agree upon the correct one. So at the end of the day, who cares? Maybe we're definitely at a turning point in the industry and in the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like, who knows, maybe in 20 years, this conversation won't even matter.
Exactly.
We proceeded way beyond that. And maybe we'll talk about AI taking over the world. And that will be the main issue we'll face.
Maybe it will take all our jobs.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Well, we've talked like so long, and I feel like it's been like 2 hours, or I don't even know. Hopefully it's still filming.
Oh yeah.
Let me check.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So I wanted to actually talk more stuff. Like I wanted to ask you about New York, like your time in New York. You told me a little bit about it, but I wanted to ask like what you prefer. But I feel like we're
way past that
and
point.
I feel like we need to keep this I've had so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully you too.
I did. This is fun.
And I feel like we need to do this again.
Okay.
If it's not here, it's online.
Okay.
And when I'm back home, we're gonna meet again, and we're gonna keep talking because it was so much fun.
This was wonderful.
Do you have any final thoughts? Like, what's coming up for you? What are your plans for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, I'm auditioning. I'm in between projects now. I'm just auditioning at, like, my life depends on it, because it does, and trying to find an agent. I want to get signed somewhere and write my film, make connections.
Amazing.
So that I can pitch it somewhere.
Your animated film.
My animated film.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. That's kind of like my goal right now is like get there, and in the meantime I want to act.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. I know you'll do great things.
Thank you, Aldo. I'm so excited to see what you're gonna do at home.
Oh yeah, I'm that too, because I wanna go to business school, but I also wanna, like, I don't wanna leave the acting part of my brain like doing nothing. Like I wanna create stuff in the meantime. I wanna audition to whatever the corner show, the thing in the blog. Like there's better stuff than that in Chile. I'm taking credit from it, like, but it's not as Hollywood, but there's still good stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to do that. Where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is Jenny. Sorry, let me say that again. My Instagram is Jenny.Guðmund, so Gudmunds. And on TikTok, I am Jenny World Star. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and any YouTube? No.
I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start a podcast.
Or put your short films there.
Oh, maybe I should.
Stuff. I don't know. But you will find it on Instagram.
My website. I have a website, JennyGuðmundsdaughter.com.
You'll find everything in the description.
In the description below.
I'll link to all of that, and if she ever does a YouTube, you can find it through her Instagram and through her other socials. Yes. She's probably gonna put it there. I know she's tech savvy. She did social media managing.
That's where we met.
That's where is that where
we met working for social media in New York. Remember?
But I feel like we met like in the hallways.
We both got a job there, and then I was told who you were, and then you introduced yourself to me like
really?
one day. Yeah.
I don't remember.
You remember that?
No.
Damn. Ouch. Although, stab me in the heart.
No, because I just remember like, oh, I must have met you like in the hallway. I don't remember like
we probably saw each other in the hallway.
Right, but
I remember like specifically meeting you because like I think it was Lindsay, like, that was great, and then like you introduced yourself to me one day.
Oh, that's so
really
nice.
Cute.
That's something I would do now that I think. Like say, hey Jenny, I saw your post, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I think exactly what you said.
I remember that post. Yeah. I think when you were dancing.
Mm-hmm. But this was wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for staying till
6 or something or whatever.
Yeah. And and taking time off your date for this.
Of course. I've got nothing else right now. I'm in between projects.
Yeah, so but still, it means a lot.
I'm glad to be invited.
Amazing.
Thank you for having me.
We'll air this podcast. Podcast.
There you go.
Podcast. We'll air this podcast really soon. I'll let you know. I need a headshot from you.
I'll send that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for watching ActorCast. I'm so glad you were here. My tongue doesn't need...
English is hard.
Yeah. And we've spoken for a long time. But it was fun. It was really fun. We'll see you on the next episode, ActorCast 8. And we will see you then. Bye.